Hello everyone, welcome back to Tempus Valorem. Today we'll be talking about the explosion of live ops action that Rovio is throwing at us. Talk to you in a second. Alright, so let's talk about the trifecta of live ops that Rovio is throwing at us. So three things that are happening at the same time. And of course, all that is done to actually drive the most purchase, etc. Now the question will be like, should you actually spend money, should you purchase? So one thing that you start with, it's actually the gem rush date. So every time you spend gems, you're gonna actually be able to acquire some rewards. So okay, that's number one. Number two, of course, the gear shop. And the gear shop that has very tempting items that we're gonna talk about in a second. And number three is gonna be, of course, a pack of 8,000 gems. And of course, 8,000 gems is more or less the amount that you need to get stuff in the gear shop. So in the gear shop, you have like three epic items, and you have three cards that are very powerful. So you have the Arcane Rosette, which is a very strong item, especially for any character that will require some crit damage and crit chance. So for example, you will have Dire, you will have Salva, and you will have Dagmir in this category where this is going to be very powerful. So you're going to get about 10% extra crit chance. So that's really good, especially in that slot. Then you have actually Sigil of Pain that could go really well on your auto or the characters like that requires a lot of health. And auto like that will have even more chances to stun actually. So that's pretty good. And then you have the Shard of Rage. Again, really good epic item that could go in a lot of comps with a high crit rate. So if you have like a high crit rate and high speed, it could go really, really well with loads of damage there. So that's one thing, okay? Like very tempting items. Then of course, if you have it, you don't care. But if you don't have it, you care a lot, especially when you have all these weekend events that actually like you cannot really complete in race, etc. So Myconid is almost a must buy, like even if you don't have it. I'm tempted to get it. Let's see. Dire, very strong. Like, of course, you can get her at level 20 when you unlock her. But like, if you want to be at level 15 and still unlock these cards, it's a good option as well. LZ, it's okay. The LZ is the only one that you don't need to think about. The others are a bit more tempting. So the big thing, like I've been discussing a bit with the guilds and Roth, like especially with Anx and with Barrie voice, that's always helpful. And we're discussing that actually not a lot of this stuff is really important to your account. Of course, like you can get these items and some of these items may be key for you. But if you don't have enough resources at the moment to level up all your epic gear already, it may not be the best idea to spend your money right now. So there's two case scenario, right? You already have the gems and you've been accumulating them with a monthly card, etc. And you have an excess, you're at like 12 or 15,000. Maybe you can afford some stuff. But if you're a bit low like me, maybe it's not the best thing to do to spend on these. For example, I have three epic items. One is maxed, one is half maxed, and one is not leveled up. So I think I spent time on that before getting these. The only thing that I'm going to think about and that I may get is Myconid, just because not having it in the event is really painful. It's really annoying to have to spend that much. So I'm tempted to wait actually 600 gems, maybe offers with less cards. Like I just need like one card of this creature. So it's a bit annoying to pay for 75. So I'm challenging myself to know actually if I should do that. But basically, like there's no right or wrong answer. The only thing is like maybe don't spend real money, like the $50 that you actually will get the 8,000 gem with, and then you will buy almost everything here. Maybe it's not the best idea, except if you really, really want this edge. But otherwise, maybe keep on hoarding the money for the next events, etc., and spend it there. You know, if you have the monthly card, etc. For example, max out your 2 monthly cards, and then you can buy other things maybe. But very tempting, very sneaky combo. It's not the first time that they do something like that, but since I started playing, the first time that 5 of the 6 items are actually very tempting. Usually it's like 1 or 2 and I'm not sure. Here it's like, holy shit, like that's a lot. And if you spend 8,000, you're gonna get a lot of rewards with the gem rush as well, right? So it's quite tempting. But guys, like just think a bit about it. If you want to buy some, as we said, the priority would be Arcane Rosette and Myconid if you don't have it. The rest, your choice. If you're actually stuck on level 15 for a very long time and you want to accumulate direct cards, you could get that as well. It's very expensive. So it's not a good deal. It's more like, do you want to unlock them earlier? If you already have the characters, you shouldn't really go for these. But if you want to unlock them earlier, then it's a matter of perspective and choice. And for the items, yeah, Arcane Rosette, then Shard of Rage, then Sigil. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day and talk to you next week. Bye-bye.